I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Yeah, everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself, I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone. It's so cold outside, break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way. Even when I'm feeling down, I fight. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone. It's so cold outside, I'm alone. Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic. All natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education. So I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated. But that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated. But she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. To get away, I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends, 'cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes, and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind like a bad obsession. Got bad intentions. She got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. 'Cause I've got something left and I'm not them religiously, so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. And this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Yeah, it's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Even what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some odd job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting there. Forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know, or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping tone, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never make yeah. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm down. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up. Hard points like a weapon, attack with no questions. In my own section and they still disconnected, cause their mind's been infected and they're filled with objection. Too filled for recollection, so we're losing all attention. They don't know I'm in contention, cause I'm gaining their attention, cause I'm making a connection. Lyricism and aggression got me feeling my ascension. In my passion, my profession, I'm attacking my obsession, taking action and progressing. I go off on the enemy, that's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second. And my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing. They tell me all the same, told me I won't make a name, but it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane, feel my blood pump through my veins, feel adrenaline, no pain, welcome all to my domain. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up. taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make friends. Yeah, I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, back don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finding loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet out, get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out, listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change, don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave, cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change, everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name, huh? I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, just like a soldier. I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, just like a soldier. I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts instead. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss, and honestly I get it. Promise me you won't regret it, wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise. Try to harness, as an artist stay modest. It's a long quest, I will not quit till 10,000 people going off when I drop this. I gotta make it now, swear to God I'm breaking out. Swear to God I'll take a bow, stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud, saying modest but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt, just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, just like a soldier. I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over, just like a soldier. I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over.
Gila, nopal nih bos. Nopal nih bos, melamun jorok. Kiki juga di markas nih. Andi yang cara ke Bennett. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me yelling, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night. Lu bantuin si John aja toh, Ki.
Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here I'm screaming. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down.
Ya, gue bilang ke si John kan, John nan solo dulu nggak sih? Masa gue dilangkain kata dia. Hah? Dia belum di roll armor, belum senjata.
Itu dia satu slot sih, karburator satu slot. Satu slot. Agak 6/4 reroll armor. Kan Odi ibarat Geraldus biasanya, nyumbang charter banyak. Ya, si Odi-nya hilang katanya. Kayak ini minggu terakhir lah. Iya, minggu ini terakhir. Minggu depan enggak ada. Ada bebek-bebekannya sepi. Agak ada cuk.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words, and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, till you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping, I'm nasty. Ain't nobody able to catch me, they gasping. They cannot compare, they can't match me, I'm at half speed. I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me. Smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside. Give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand. I got a plan, I'm the man. Now I'm teaching the game a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking in my hand and it's steady. I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending. Now I'm spreading and getting my name out now. Yeah, they hearing me laugh. All the crowds repping the sound. I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming. Ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year. I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget. From nothing to something, I ain't bluffing. I got a full hand and a full plan. I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man. Every single drop got me feeling awesome. I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah. I wanna live, I'm cold inside. Give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
Gua enggak.
Yeah, my hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs
Lagian bisa salah password.
I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises. You ain't stopping this, cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. And I'm on it, honest, I'm gonna launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, they watching.
Dia nyariin taliknya. Tuh. Nanti kita ngeluarin nunggu tips karet. Kita pengen main oleh.
Akbar, DPS Akbar. Akbar.
Tadi oke baik deh. Seneng gue nyebut cuma kenapa ya?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. Maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it
way too much.
All my challenge. These are some of those in Dora generally are kind of old.
Done cycle before it's done.
So it could happen right now. If they want to think that this should be on opening, so they can have the chance.
I think if they reach some really strong platform, I mean, these are real in this pack.
Hypothetically, fight for Austin. If they did swap roles,
They could start with three or something in the bit. It's I can never want to start that goal. There is potential. You might actually get goal under the way.
I personally think it's a big thing.
DPS dan DPS ya. Lihat auto action 3.
From that,
It happens quite often as well.
yeah, the early smokes matter a lot when you have a Viper or like Necro in the game, and these offlaners can dominate the lane if you don't kill them at level 1. Or don't go for the Husker, they instead they go for the probably better for the game. You do very well against Monkey in this matchup because Monkey's all physical, Martha's fine against that.
Tango's all physical.
Tango's all physical, like Enchantress does nothing to Martha.
I mean, hopefully like the only one. Right?
Yeah, could be
A little bit of damage.
a little bit of burst, but it's not enough. So,
Not really. And they're totally themselves open to options and heroic, but I don't think it fits the lineup anymore. I think right now the hot side probably just stand that since it's just basically a win idea and nothing more. They're banning the timing for. They're assuming they understand.
Yeah.
They
right.
smell that they know them. They think this is gonna be a right role player and honestly Tyler's gonna be probably spirit hero is what they need. They need some sort of like mobile hero that can lock people down so the Murphy can do damage. Maybe give some space and vision to the fight as well.
Storm was pretty banging. I mean,
It's a great Storm game right now.
it's just not good to stable for him. If they want to just go with something that's more, I know for Taiwan they put like off meta, not actual mid laners. If they want to do that, Siang is still fine. It's done well in lane against Tangolier, and it gives a little bit of extra team fight. I feel like World doesn't really have any right now.
I mean, something you have to like they can put like mid carry and they can put Tango middle.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good thing.
Or if you go for something like an Emperor Spirit on heroic, they might just put the monkey in and then take a different carry.
Yeah.
Or they will probably look for, I think, best carry Mesmer should be back on the offlane, if I'm not mistaken, since he can always just hold to BKB and play now. Obviously not looking to BKB the play now, but when he's not BKB, it's a big problem. He gets caught out, might just die in one goal. So they should look for a solution for the Bertha. Anyway.
I love the actual rate that's made. As long as the game goes, it just gets better and better for us. It's fun.
Total ban.
Malam
I don't think I like that ban too much. Yeah, but at the same time, that's yeah. Cobble has been played by Tyler, but I would have thought Spirit would be a better ban, but there's too many different bans. It's a Tyler, right?
Let's have a quick moment of silence here, Richard.
I think it's a horrible fight again. I mean, I looked at the real quick that I was not really the problem they've had in the conversation is they've been really immobile. It either hasn't been in the fight, or it gets tight in the fight, or it gets out of box. That's literally how it goes.
So let's talk objectively, right? Forget about telling that. Objectively, Viper right now on mid lane, he is generally strong wins lane, but he has a big problem when the Enchantress can join his team. The Enchantress can eat, and the Enchantress has the possibility of diving under the tower. So one in Viper suffers so much that I would probably never want to play into an Enchantress. They did fix their problem on heroic with the mark. They have the lockdown, they have the space for the North to clean up the field, they have to save. I feel like heroic has a very solid line. I'm just worried. Now I want to talk about Tyler. Tyler Viper is on lane. Not so much in the game. Feels like to me, like every time I'm here play Viper, it's been very lost. Past 15 minutes. I the title is playing Viper, every hero has the same effect. But since this guy has not looked very good on Viper lately, I feel like he might be too uncomfortable and might be feeling this. It's still gonna go with him.
Really? Hypothetically, with the stars, I mean, quite good against hacks. Like,
Yeah.
you can either, yeah, two saves. You can either like throw the axe away and not, voicemail spinning on you, or you can grab the person with the tonic. That seems pretty good. And honestly, I do like the Mars. I felt like Pro has a lot of damage. They had a lot of, good laning, etc., combos, whatever. But they needed some big team fighter, some really easy, like, here, we're going to fight right here. And Enigma doesn't count, like, it needs some setup with Rockwell, right, something like that. Mars was the perfect pick for them. It does cause the problems that we're talking about, or you have Island Viper, but I think overall for that, it makes a lot of sense. Whisper is, like, one of the best Marses in the world. You just see him playing other stuff.
I'll bring in our commentators and ask what they think, and then Sunfan will talk about what he had for breakfast or something. It is Sunfan and Synderen. It's another Tai-Lung Viper game. You must be thrilled.
He's 1-2 on Viper. We have passed the 2. Just saying. I've never seen one on Viper Syndrome. Have you?
I just wonder what this guy, how much more he has in this team. Like, you see him on camera, he's sitting there chilling, like, do whatever you want, Talon. We'll give you the first pick Viper even when we see no enemy heroes yet. You've been so good. No.
Right, well, let's pull something together. The game's done.
As we get into the game. This is an elimination series between Heroic and the Rejects, also known as South American Rejects. We're just going to shorten it today just for ease of execution and whatnot. We get to see a couple of cool heroes. I mean, Muerta, we've seen a few times. She can be kind of exciting, depending on how the game goes. Mars is always a good classic, but really packs. Just love that hero.
Always fun to watch. Always fun to watch, always fun to play. With a little bit of an asterisk. There are some late matchups that are atrocious, but Martha's fine. So, should be a decent game for Frank and one of his best heroes. So, that'll be exciting to see. I will say, just to round out this whole Tai-Lung Viper thing, I think in terms of the draft we have passed with on Viper, this is the best one for playing around Viper. Because they have double save supports and Mars, which is like a pseudo save against some of the heroes you're facing. Particularly in the arena is good against. And it's also just like more, zone control and AoE protection. So they've done a better job of setting up the Viper for success, but as we have pointed out, I do think there's a lot in this game right on the show Enchantress. I think with solid rotation to mid, you can really ruin Viper's early momentum. And the good news for him is the guy he's leaving along would be Monkey King, who lays very well into Mars. So it's not impossible to leave the Monkey for a little bit, for a minute to go mid, or at the very least to just enchant a creep, send it mid, and not need it long to just float the lane against what I'm assuming will be the Mars toxic. Anything though, this is a classic rivalry. The two best teams in SA, hands down. Let's see who's best today.
It does feel like they're playing on Viper. They got the 2 saves. They have Frontliner and Mars, initiation with Mars. Viper's just there. As he should be. He's just there.
Yeah, so we're debating the idea that the Viper, this could be some mind games, that it was a flex today, and that everybody's just going to assume it'll be Tai-Lung, and then put it off lane and get it to the mid. And that might have been the case, and they just decided against it because they were like, well, if we're playing off lane Viper into any monkey, if anything goes wrong, it won't have a game. The enemy starts 3 bottom, the panel was talking about that as an option to try to shut it down. I don't know if what do you think? Do you think it was a flex, or that they're just like, you know what, Tai-Lung, 3rd time's the charm? Well, this would be his 4th game, I guess, but he lost the last 2. I think if they lose this game, they don't pick him. That's my...
Yeah.
I think this is the one.
I think the next, if they do win this game, then they can truly flex it. Right? Yeah. But yeah, I originally thought it was a flex, but once you're into the draft, like, that's not that bad. Really. Triple melee cores. They haven't, maybe they didn't feel the need to hard counter because it hasn't performed particularly well. Maybe we're overhyping that. But only time will tell. This game will prove a lot. Again, elimination series, so want to get off to a good start.
arguably this might be one of the weakest opponents they're going to face the rest of the time. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work here.
I think we're probably over analyzing the whole this guy should be on playmakers. I think it's probably generally true. I think in the games that we've had, the Viper just didn't fit the playstyle that they were wanting at all. Right. Mostly. This one does feel a little bit better to me. First blood certainly helps. Now the question is, when will El Misho join the party in that mid lane and start to take advantage a bit of the Viper?
I mean, it's basically necessary. Talon has to wait with his small kill, so he can zone. He can play the full-on. Obviously, this is a great hero. When you're good at Hutscar, you're good at Viper. That's just how it is in mid, because they have such a shared skill set. They're all wall walkers that are exploiting lane placement. So he knows the tricks. He knows what to do here. To try to bully the Pango as much as possible. Pango now barely overtakes his position 4 in network unit 3.
Yep, 7 CS.
And Viper is 14-3, which is, you know, this doesn't look like an absolute landslide victory, but considering that the Pango also died, he's almost doubled up on net worth already by the Viper. In other lanes, up top, this should be a fun time for Axe. I think Axe Hoodwink is an incredibly powerful lane. Hoodwink just seems like D4 of the tournament together with Rubik, I guess.
Oh, misses the dead shot, but doesn't matter. Frank, he's only level 3 right now, so doesn't have Berserker's Call. 2 in the Battle Hunger at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good challenge for the Battle Hunter here. You can really bully. The level 3 timing of this lane is very, very strong. Looks like they made sure for Axe to get way more experience too than Schofield, who is going for the kill here. Oh, so he jungles and should get it. Oh, nice clear, but you Battle Hunter. Schofield really wanted that one. Okay.
Apparently. So not too shabby in the top lane now. As here's the mid lane action. It's El Misho. He was the one that's supposed to be the saving grace, but he gets taken out. The Olafort blocks him in with the short, so Thailand with another kill to his name.
There's a couple of ways of doing this move with finish. Either water, that's actually really big here.
That's a huge kill though. Yuma, I didn't think he'd be peril at all, but caught off guard apparently by Frank. Now has Berserker's Call.
I think on paper the Radiant lane is stronger up here, so I'm not too surprised to find kills. The one on Muerte in particular is obviously amazing. So we got this dichotomy here where the safe lane of Heroic is moving home, but the mid lane is stopping, which, you know, is probably overall good news for them, because we want to see a game from Taiwan on this hero where if it gets to pop up, we can have that justification of finding value. Because we've only seen like the bottom version.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Mago. Okay. Not sure what that was, but Tylon still winning the lane.
Dark Mago just has these moments in some of the games we have where it's just like face palm, like worthy, just over aggression. We've had a couple of blinks on Queens of Pain where he just goes too deep. Just maybe trying a bit too much when he's under pressure to overcompensate. I think this is we've had other players in the past that had that weakness and overcame it. I think one good example that we love referencing a lot is GPK, where when he had a bad laning start, he would do his best to like try to solve it by making super high-risk plays, and then if they don't work out, you're just screwed. And I just think the risk-reward of some stuff Mago does, whether he's winning or losing, just isn't, like, it's just hard to justify it. It's just not worth it. Oh, if they kill him again here, they're trying to
find the creeps as well. It's struggling. Tylon with the Viper strike on the high ground. The Pango goes. Only so far. As Yuma is killed off in the top lane, so there is some semblance of a comeback here for the reject. That top lane is still in their favor, but this mid lane is a complete disaster.
This is with the siege creep too. So this is a very good strategic move to attack here. Looks like they're not going to actually stick around and control the wave. They're kind of trying to bring Tylon to top to spread the pressure out. Now, is he going to love Frank?
Find El Misho.
Find El Misho.
Nice casual kill. As Yuma would love to take that home, but Tylon is like, hey, I've lost twice on this hero's Frank. Is actually found by Theola for traps him in the shard. Yeah. He actually bugs out there with that dead shot. Nowhere to go.
That's not a good time.
Tylon now 6-0. For all that talk.
I love when stuff like this happens. It's just so funny. This is not what they should be doing. They have 2 bad games. Don't dive the tower this time, though. All right, you backed off.
I mean, it's a level 3 enchantress. I don't think you're killing it.
No, not really. This also begs the question, like from the perspective of rejects, were they worried about the Viper flex? Did they think that this was just smoke and mirrors and it was definitely going to go offlane after Tai Long's losses, so they picked Pango? Because they set themselves up
Oh
for
boy. I mean, tips onto Tai Lung, and that is another death to Dark Mago. 0 and 4 start. And Schofield wants to go on the Olafur, but more backup has arrived for Heroic, so Schofield's going to drop as well, or is he? Tries to get up the heel. No, kicks out eventually. Wits comes in. This is desperation, though. They need to get something, but the arena from Whisper into the spear. Wits is dead, and they find a connection on the El Micho. My goodness, the only player having a good game at this point now is Frank. That is a domino of... That's a symphony of sausage.
Yeah, like pretty much symphony of sausage here from the rejects. That is, oh boy. I mean, I think what they pointed out in the panel really
Yuma, oh, he's going to be able to pop his ult before the chop comes through, and that Tai Lung joins the party, and now the love is spreading, Cinder, and Frank falls. Second death in just a couple minutes, as this advantage is starting to grow now for Heroic.
I mean,
Finds the Olafur. No, maybe not.
it really rings true what they were talking about in the panel with Dark Mago, right? That this team seems to ride or die with his early start. It was Weehaw pointed this out. And you picked...
Again, Yuma here? He didn't want to go into the tower. He'll kill off Schofield. It'll cost him his life. Certainly worth it for Reject.
So you have a player who's very much, we have called it emotional in his playstyle, and you pick him Pango into what could still be a mid-lifer, so really, really bad lane matchup. And then you failed to really protect him and get him online. As a matter of fact, it was a cascading effect that was infinitely worse than if he had just lost his lane, because they kept bringing over additional heroes to have them die too.
Time to feed the Viper.
Yeah, so effectively, if Mago could have played this lane defensively and lost it, that would have been much, much better than bringing every move they did that didn't work. Yeah. And this is so easy to say in hindsight, because often Heroic are doing a very good job at matching the movement. That's why the moves are failing, is because the Olafur is on top of it and the jungle is on top of it. And even you saw Whisper rotating that time to put the arena down.
Oh, he does have his ult. Can he possibly get it off? The shield crash? No. Another death. Dark Mago, how dare he farm up the tier 2 tower at 9.5 minutes here.
I mean, I know this is kind of a brutal realization to come to, but it's your own fault that you're in this position. Like, it's self-inflicted pain.
I think going into that matchup, Pango versus Viper versus Huskar versus Quap. It's like the 3 worst matchups in the entire game.
Yeah, they're just super hard.
You just have to tank it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
That's how it is. It's hard. If you're gonna try to solve it with an entry rotation, it needs to be either before Pango is completely curb stomped out of the lane, or you're gonna bring the hoodwink as well, which is exactly to mirror what Heroic did. A lot of the moves admit they brought both supports. They just pulled them off the sides and brought them into collapse here onto the Pango 3 times now, I think. That's what you needed to do early, and now it's too late. Like, there is a world where you kill this Viper, but you need 3 or 4 heroes to do it, and it needs to be far enough away from the tower that Whisper doesn't just TP and press 2 buttons and win.
Yeah.
So it's really, really difficult now to speed the Radiant. So what are we looking for? We're looking for Axe to get his Blink and Blade Mill, and then hopefully be the big player for rejects, because as it stands, the Monkey lane also went really poorly, right? With when the rotation hit and dive.
Schofield found. Tag team will slow him down. Rebuke for the road, and Spear finishes the job.
There's so much damage.
difference is, when you're using Harpoon on a tree, no one is crying other than you. If you're orb walking somebody as Viper or Huskar, one of those two people wants to die. Okay?
It's pretty easy to die to all both.
Yeah.
So they can get their wish. How about you play better?
It's not fun. It's not a fun mechanic.
A lot of people would argue that playing against Lone Druid's bear in lane is not
Something
fun
you
either.
could do
So
to
you should just delete the bear.
Something you can compensate is give him more range when using more attack range when using poison attack.
Okay. So more and more attack. He already has more.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a million ways to play the buff. Dark Mago
Good to
has
start off your morning angry.
Dark Mago has his defusal. El Misho spotted here. Already got off his heal. Yuma though, profound and falling. And Deadshot finishes the job. Kind of interesting that Tai Long, I guess it's just a totally different build. He went for Tread because of the travel. I figured, regardless of the build, because he's going more right-clicky now with Hurricane Pike, but I figured if you're dominating that much, I figured the travel is going to go too, isn't it, normally?
Yeah, most of the time mid-vipers do tend to play that. I think the reason mid-vipers mostly go travels is because they mostly don't go right. If you do go right, I think this build is appealing. I'm not going to say it's just straight up better, but I think from his perspective, there's two ways of thinking about it. I'm snowballing, I should get travels, I can go everywhere. The other one is I'm snowballing, I'm going to farm up a storm and carry the game. And his side lanes don't need help, so he can do whatever he wants, and this will ramp up his farming speed, it will ramp up his combat prowess, it will have more health, more attack speed, which is trade switch, etc. So I don't mind it. Maybe if the early game went worse, he would have brought travels. It's an interesting hero. There's honestly quite a few heroes rather in Dota at this point that have this potential. Like almost every carry goes either treads or phase, depending on what hero they are. Very few heroes do one or the other. Like there's like a handful of heroes where it feels like you can go either treads or phase. Almost everybody is only one of them.
Yeah.
So Viper is one of the rare mids that can go treads and travels. Not very many heroes that seem to fit this archetype. It's kind of cool. Bottom lane, they've got plans. Onto Wits. Not going to commit though is Whisper.
Whisper does have his point.
He definitely could have gone for that, but didn't want to.
Frank is getting close to that. That is getting close to where they need to do something.
Honestly, I think it's almost their only chance is to play off him. This is just generally good advice about Dota in most games, also in pub games, is when whether you're losing or winning, play around your strong hero. That's just a simple way. It's a good way to simplify the game and make successful moves. Is if you keep helping your weakest hero, then in every situation that the enemy team has more players, much stronger heroes than you, you're going to bleed, which is exactly what happened mid, right? Rejects kept trying to help their weak hero, and they just lost every engagement. Whereas if they had played around Axe, perhaps they could have dove them where it's top and actually got this hero into the game 2 minutes earlier, and maybe he could have recovered everything. So I definitely recommend just listen to Frank, do what he wants. And if it fails, so be it, right? Because like the alternative is just get dominated out of it. So play with your strong guy.
Frank did avoid a gank there. Armago already uses swashbuckle rolling thunder, but the telekinesis, he has enough to get the kill. There's the blinking from Frank, and that is the reveal into the sharpshooter, into the knock. So Tai Long, 10x kill streak, by the way, finally ends, and Frank will be the recipient of all that juicy golden XP.
You got over 1k gold for a kill at minute 16. There's like never a hero that's beyond godlike at 16 minutes. So seeing that number just feels ridiculous, right? Got 1,004 gold. Okay, this should inspire Rejects to just play with Axe. Now obviously that was the dream scenario where Tusk is nearby to protect and Rubik doesn't have his shard yet.
He's gonna spot this.
This could be really big.
It could. He's got jumping a little bit early. Frank goes in with kills off Yuma. A double dunk. What a beastly move.
They're gonna steal it too.
That is an unreal flip of the script. Roche not very happy with this situation apparently. As Rubik on the trees, he's gonna get taken out. Frank didn't have enough to get the actual dunk, but 4 dead for Heroic. What the hell just happened? Frank, the tank,
You never know what
beast
was left
mode
in the
enabled.
future. Only someone could have gotten there soon.
Ty
They
Love.
had thoughts and dreams, a few
Yeah,
dreams, a
they
few
get the
things
ages
they
on
wanted
Darth
to go
Mago.
see. But a bad day became a bad month,
This
and
is
then a
just
bad year
a dream.
without anyone.
He actually even he talks to Roach. This is getting a bit more spins on. Alright, Heroic just lost their entire lead, by the way.
Yep.
Dax is now top net worth 5,000. And Panko is in a playable game state now. He has Diffusal almost level 12 and has Aegis. So a little bit of pick me up here for Darth Mago. 0, 6, and 1 now. Okay, so here's the thing that it's kind of funny that I just talked about this concept of playing around with strong hero. What did Heroic just do? They went for an objective when their strongest hero was dead. Yeah. So they played without their strongest hero and put themselves in a potentially compromised position. And the rationale is probably Rejects aren't going to think we're going to do this, right? It's like, why would they think we're roaching? But you have to remember, you're not showing anywhere on the map and you have where to tusk. It's not rocket science to put 2 and 2 together and be like, we should probably check this. And if they're not there, whatever, you know, then Monkey King wasted 150 gold to check and you can go back to playing the map. So I just think the risk reward of that Heroic is completely unreasonable and they could have made the same play 30 seconds later with their Viper and maybe they just win the game. So,
That is,
but hey, good for us. Now it's going to be entertaining, right? Now anything can happen.
that was something else. Frank literally 1v5ing here to get the rejects back in this game. He's now close with all this influx of gold, close to PKB.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? Axe generally is not a hero that brings you back to the game. He kind of usually snowballs winning positions and takes it over. Imagine if Axe didn't have 2 good moves back to back, how dire this would be looking. They really, really needed this, and it does happen occasionally. So, man, look at the win graph. This game was... There was an 86%er at 10 minutes, and indeed, we're back to even. So, okay. 20 minutes coming up. There's Tormentor, Radiant, and Aegis, and have pretty good heroes to fight there if they want to. So they consider it. They also pick up the Desolator, which makes it a lot easier to kill. So, wouldn't be surprised to see the Radiant team going for that nice play here from the Monkey King, going for some surprising ward placements. Okay. Nice hopping all around the place. Should be okay. Oh, there's a courier. Hello. I'm going. He has the ward to play off of here. That's why he feels very safe sniping this. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That will be dewarded.
Yeah, you would think so.
And smoke comes before Heroic.
Yeah, their call here is we think that the rejects are going to go Tormentor since they have Hades advantage, which I think is a very reasonable way of playing a big game. But a bit of a mind game here. Rejects just aren't down there at all. And potentially because of what Monkey King just scouted there, they're coming to the conclusion that this is exactly what Heroic are doing. And now, if Heroic don't take the Tormentor themselves, they're actually wasting a ton of time. They've been moving as 5 heroes down here for the better part of a minute. And in the meantime, Panko's just free farming top. Monkey King's killing 2 couriers and farming their triangle. They're losing nothing. So this has to be a takedown or you just lost like 2k gold.
Yeah. Interesting pick. I don't think it's common now. I forgot that they even changed the ag for ours. But basically his second item.
That is not common.
That's the old facet where I don't think it's lowered cooldown before. That's getting
It's a better version.
for killing people within the arena.
It's basically it's a better version of the facet. This heals more, gives more damage, and it lowers cooldown. So they figured that the facet version was not worthy of an axe, which I would agree with.
Oh, Arena does connect. Wins though, not going to get pinned to anything. Puts down his Wukong, so you can just get a spear right out of it. Into the calling, into the snowball, and into the grave. Nicely done from Heroic.
It was very alone over here. Probably just didn't expect.
We didn't really, I mean, it didn't occur there technically, but we didn't really talk about the breaking of the trees with Mars Arena. Very good against the Monkey King and Tai Lung. He's getting gone on. Pushback into the Rolling Thunder. Sharpshooter as well, but he has the Hurricane Bite. And now extra body, but Frank jumps in with the blade. Man, looking for the chop. The spear is there, but they get the snowball just in time. Tai Lung is more than fine. Now Frank is having to run away. Schofield taking the brunt of the damage. He'll be kicked out easily. Frank blinks away to safety, so it could have been a disaster there for Rejects.
Better get out of there. I like their idea to try to go on the Viper and turn back time 10 minutes. Taiwan was 10-0. He's now level 14. The Pango is level almost 16. Isn't that like unbelievable?
This is like turbo mode.
One player is 0-6-1, the other's 11-1-3, and the 11-1-3 player is behind on experience by almost 2 levels. So obviously the net worth still is in Viper's favor. 1,500, like this lead isn't meaningful anymore in that matchup itself. I still think Heroic's lineup overall going to stretch in this game is, I just think it's probably better on paper, especially the maritime matchups are really good. Arena becomes a very useful tool later. But I have to say, with Whisper going Ags, I think you're kind of, I'd say, you're kind of pigeonholing yourself a bit with this build, where Mars himself is not going to be a major threat. You're truly just you're making yourself an arena fan. You're putting 4,000 gold into just upgrading that ability. The stats aren't that great. If you're having an insane game on Mars, you can consider, we've seen MR in the past just carry with this hero. Whisper actually had 200 games. They were awesome. BKB could have damage items, could have auras, but he went for the X. So now they want to pay off this arena. Going to try to look for Power Mago. Aegis has expired, and it's a nice line.
Snowball to follow into the calling, easy pickoff. And here will miss, so can't get the full getaway.
Nice TP there from Monisho. Whisper definitely thought he was turning the corner. They only get the one. It's a good kill.
That's a lie, by the way, for Taiwan. No way that's what? What? 8.6%? That cannot be.
I mean, I'm sure it counts all the spears used so far.
No, I
yes. You have soul ring, you have spearing, you have spear farming all the time. If that was actually attempts on heroes, I'm pretty sure you're kicked. Like, genuinely. You're out of the scene, not just the team. That's an Exodus game.
There's another one there.
Alright, 3 out of 36. So, alright, what are we looking at now? So, close to BKB for Pango is halfway to Ags. Whisper's found
Here, axe call. It's even going to use the Wukong's command. Just a full stun lock. I'm interested to see if this axe ends up being useful.
Yeah, the Mars one?
Most of it is dependent on somebody dying in the arena. So you basically have to be aggressive. I mean, you get the 10 seconds CDR, which is whatever, and you get the something.
I mean, the big thing is when heroes...
It does last. What is arena normally? Is that a full second extra?
I'm actually unsure just how long it lasts now, because this ability has been nerfed. Yeah, it's 1 more second. So you get 1 second more of arena. Right, it's a couple of little things, right, because they recognize once again that the facet just wasn't good enough to beat the eggs, but I don't know, I'm still not overly impressed with this, but I will say the big upside here, if you kill anyone in the arena and Wertz is part of it, getting plus 35% attack damage on that hero when she converts it to magic is crazy strong. So I get the idea.
It definitely has a lot of upside, but it's conditional.
Yes, exactly. And conditional items and builds just have this,
They were thinking about Rock like, okay, let's not make that mistake again, guys.
Ironically, this time it probably would have worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're clearing the perimeter first. This is a strong time. If you mentioned the Sankinyash on Taiwan, of course, buying that against Max.
Field spotted. That'll be a freebie.
Is this enough to think about? Maybe.
As long as they cover the perimeter, now that they, Rolling Thunder obviously annoying, but the Axe Claw being the big one. And they really do have some good options for the rejects. Wukong as well. Scout with creeps. Kaya Singh.
I was going to say old school build. I think that's the wrong word, but not a build I've seen as much lately. But it's a surprisingly good item on the drop, so don't mind it. There were some other options, of course. Does Chasm still work on that?
Oh, yeah.
That would be a really good value item.
Yeah, that's true.
You see heroes like Quibbling buy it for... I also think Skoku should buy
Pylon. He's spotted. Beautiful smoke. Fully connect.
Anticipating there to be good protection. strategy. You can't just let this happen. Like, he's genuinely being 2v or 3v1 for the better part of like Theolicore is killing Schofield.
And unfortunately, I think this is telekinesis. If you just put it
closer to your
down the south side,
put it down toward Whisper so he can arena for you. Put it down to your Tusk so he can snowball for you. Like, this is very backwards from Heroic, and it's going to cost them dearly, right? That was a pretty major loss. Now they don't lose Roche, which is the good news, because Witch was the captain, so they couldn't kill the big guy, but it's still. And also, of course, I mean, mechanically, some misplays, right? Whisper misses the spear completely, even though he has shards, so he gets 0 connection. Back in live.
Okay.
Good news for Heroic is they will still get the road.
They will, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't have enough in the tank to take Roshan themselves.
That's very good news. Aegis is the best item in the entire game against Axe. So that is going to help Yuma a lot in the coming fight with safety and confidence. Interesting choice that they give it to him, to be honest. I thought they were going to put it on Tai Long. But
yeah, it seems like a transformation hero, so but it does offer that layer of protection where he gets called before he can get anything off.
yeah, I get that rationale. It's just in every situation where you get ulti off in this game, you don't. Whereas Viper can very much just bully like crazy in the front lines. It's a hard commitment to take back so many stats. But you know, maybe the overall call here is we're trusting Yuma to carry. And if you want to hit towers, I still don't know who's better to put it on. Just might want Viper as well, since he's going right click. But okay, wait, the Tylon stopped his Scotty. So he bought an ultimate orb, and now he's going BK. So he decided to do things in different order. This is basically my team isn't helping me with the saves. Doing myself. I personally think he should finish the Scotty.
That's a pretty expensive stopgap.
Right. I think finish the Scotty. You just need to, as a team, just need to protect it better. Having a casual ulti orb, it's atrocious value. It's one of the worst items in the game for what it costs, which is obviously by design. Because if this was an economy purchase, it would be the most broken item ever.
Cylon, he's getting gone on, and the Wukong's again and everything. Very easy still.
Alright. Let's think about another thing in this game, except the actual game state. Let's think about the mental here. You were 10-0. You were completely on top. Your teammates were tipping you, you were crushing it. You're a young player playing a high-stakes game on land, a little bit of experience, and it feels like your world is coming crashing down. It's like, I was winning this game so hard, where did it all go wrong? You're cutting your item build in half to readjust, and then, even though you're doing that when you're farming, your teammates
Itu
still
lagi di
are
mana ya fotonya?
in the mid lane when you're farming. So,
Yeah, but we brought this up at the beginning. They
Hotel ya?
saved, especially with the
Yeah.
short on to Rubik.
so how are you going to communicate, and how are you going to adjust your playstyle in the game to these conditions? It's like, the mental side of things is like, arguably the most important thing, whether you're stomping or
Funnily enough, they keep getting injections. So losing these really important heroes.
it's costing them a lot of gold.
He gets a little injection here, so
Yeah, it's good.
he can hit buildings.
Yeah, I think he's going to think twice about getting anything right now. Eventually. I just think it's very important for Heroic that they are getting these objectives because they're getting mega out farm. And that's obviously a consequence of how much they're grouping up. They're not grouping up with time. He's like the one guy who has no protection in the moments. Not the greatest from Heroic, and unfortunately, I think if you look at this tournament as a whole, the games we've captured them, they have just been prone to make some pretty critical errors. We had the series as well yesterday, where either it was yesterday or the day before, where they were in a really good position and kind of just dropped the ball. So, gotta tighten up and avoid those critical mistakes. 'Cause in terms of individual skill, in terms of snowball, this team is incredible. Some games
Right down at the bottom of the group, and then last team, they come up against a tough T1. It's not that close. I think now is the worrisome time for RRU. They have a big match to their controls now. They can still lock off playoffs with a win, but tough opponents.
What I wanted to see from RRQ was a ramp up to that very low series. Zeta would drop the app, and it was like, okay, I'm going to want to get back in after the break. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time to once again, but I want to see that ramp up to get to that RRQ that we know and love. And it hasn't really happened.
He had
had they been able to take a map off T1, very, very close, but had they been able to take a map, extend that to a third series, or a third map, I would have been like, okay, I can see the development here, but it feels like you're starting to stack things. You can take a look at one of the biggest things that's going to stand out because all of Takeoff is what we've seen so far in Phase 1.
They did get the stage.
Who at the moment is basically playing nothing other than Neon. And given that we're
Apa?
Neon central meta, he's in
Udah, Juta udah di gua malah.
destroying from that position. But we're going to go reach the strong zone because that is as well as the position is kind of not
Gak tau,
having
cepet banget kan transfernya. Pagi-pagi tuh ya transfer.
I'm very concerned.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what we're saying. We're expecting a little bit of improvement throughout stage 1. Hasn't been happening here, and we were talking about the waylay nerf, and this is a team it will definitely impact with the gift and how many times Jemkin like what?
Yeah, we know how great of a player Jemkin is. That's not in dispute. He has been leaning into this way. Like, I don't now think that's a little bit of adjustment to see RRQ already trying
Kita sekali doang lah.
putting him on that killjoy. Of all things, something we really didn't expect. But he managed to play it well. And now the waylay nerf is hitting. I'm curious.
Gak tahu gua.
Jemkin want to stick with his waylay.
Gimana cara dia ini?
Go back to his kind of old stomping ground work, his big chamber, and he's what I'd like to see from him. But I'm very curious as to which way he
Rejects.
I think one of the things that I've seen from RSU a lot over the years, Ewok coaching and whatnot, sometimes they're very stubborn's not the correct word, but they're very slow to make adjustments. They like to lean on comfort. So if Jemkin still wants to kind of stick to this waylay like he was doing before waylay was even considered busted a big part of the meta, and where it wasn't finding results, I'm going to have my concerns. I think the chamber makes sense to me. It wasn't just like a bunch of other agents, but it was still going to be waylay that I'm not sure we're going to see hard.
Yeah, this is something they definitely have to adjust because they are playing against full sense today. Now, full sense are definitely peak form. We've always seen that potential from this team, but at this point, we've seen every single member of this squad pop off. They look really good right now. That's why Splingy was mentioning.
Team stack like pakai apa? Team stack.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't blame him because this squad is going from strength to strength. These crews joined back as that idea. They are yet from a map. Now, don't get me wrong, they played all of the Japanese orgs, so maybe that's a little caveat there, but I think that they're pretty comfortable in not dropping a map does show a certain level of strength, but now is the biggest map.
It's kind of the opposite of the RQ one here, where the cross like standing for the moment, they can move, but it's been a lot more on the side of the game. There's a lot more clear the game strategies and how they're able to draft it as far as the stage. So, full sense do look like they are at the moment to bounds ahead of RRQ.
Yeah, it's worth noting, they are already in playoffs today.
You're saying incorrect. You're spreading lies. Forget what I said. So it's good against Viper. It's good against Viper and Mars. I had a brain fart. How did that work with? Off the jump in on February, and there's the save. Oh, good. All right. Frank 45 to BKB. The damage now onto the touch will be the sacrifice for Heroic. Darkmongo's already used his rolling thunder. There's the pierce the bear for the human. Gonna pop in BKB to avoid the stun from Darkmongo. As long as Bounded Strike as well. Oh, the Heroic on the run. Goodbye back on the tussle. There's the fire strike onto the axe. Down and out. Now Wits kind of all alone. So it's not a look on his command. Gets the Jingle stack as well. Good spear by space. As Yuma gonna focus on the enchantment against the Frank, but they're gonna lose Whisper in the midst of all this. Big round strike from Wits coming in with that shard to get telekinesis. Tag Demons destroying him. Wits will drop to the deck and Darkmongo, the last remaining member, but not for long. Heroic prevail in a fight.
Ya, kurang balik
Losing
dulu.
fight after fight after fight. Get back in it.
The critical difference
They
this
caught
time.
the buyback.
Fast snowball, and the initiation was on where to not fight. Those were the two main differences, and of course Taiwan has the So Heroic, they find the timing, now they finally
Tidur
have
dia
the
mah.
And ironically, after we just said this is an insane contest,
Iya, harus dari jam itu dulu.
they've had all game, more or less. But this was a mixed bag. This is a great snowball, very early,
Telepon.
85% health,
Terbangun.
so some serious damage coming out of that optimistic console field, like Marshall pointed out, he will die. But with this call down, with the roll, BKB'd off by Yuma, he gets to play the fight. Big Lotus there too. And this call is totally different story, but not connecting from Frank. Finally, Heroic is
Whip, Whip cariin Ridwan, Whip.
This axe is not paid off.
Cariin Ridwan.
But
Yo. Hah? Iya.
I think even
Iya, lu bikin masalah apa,
maybe
Wip?
that's the downside of it as well, but having the axe, just using it on somebody that's about to die could also be a huge benefit. Just to get that restoration.
Yeah.
And
Baru
the
bangun.
axe,
Absolutely. I think it's. I agree.
just put it down.
There shouldn't be a fight without used when it's this long, right? You have to get some arena on. All right.
Weird game, entertaining game. Alright, so Thailand, like you said, BKB's done.
Gila,
It is,
ucup.
um,
Di poster.
it's still gonna be a casual ultimate or changing to an ADC now.
Scotty. He just wants more armor for protection against one king. I'm guessing at Pango. It makes sense to get a plate now. Item, of course, in the build.
Back, bar.
He's going for the 60-minute build here.
Bar.
Good. 6 slot like none other. Dark Vago spotted. Nice roll up though. Into the rolling thunder. Gonna try to turn this around. Stolen. That is stolen. He's unshielded. Mr. KJ. Boundless strike destroys the ult for his Thailand again. Been left alone. The Vikings gonna heal up. Thanks to a cheese, I believe. As Dark Vago rolling around. Gets the swatch. Not really gonna hit too much, but the shield crash is there. Thailand getting to the low ground, but he gets blocked by the trees.
Tidur mulu dah.
And now, again, no arena usage. I am
Lagi apa?
4 dead for heroic. This
Tidur mulu dah, Wip. Bingung gua.
completely useless.
It's been Whisper's worst purchase of the tournament because he's got no value out of it. No, another issue, another fight without the skill.
It's low enough that you throw it out anytime. Like you do
Lu kan udah bangun nih, ucapan pagi sekarang.
You don't want to waste it. If people are BKB, they're just gonna run through it, or you don't have a good target.
Lu bilang, Mei diajakin Dota, bilang
Of
gitu.
course, like you don't want to use it for nothing, but once again, if you're in a position where it doesn't get used, that means the fight was bogus to begin with. Like, you have to find better fights like this so that you can activate the potential of the hero.
Pami bilang mau bangun ini pagi nih, hari ini. Kagak ada
Just 2
nongol-nongolnya.
lanes minimum. Indeed, mid is gone, top is gone. If they make the call, they're still tier 2 long. I don't think we're hitting tier 4s here. I think we're taking Roche. If you're the reject side, they're pinging it already. If they get this Aegis, surely this
Masih 20% sih kita.
I say surely it's in the bag, but
You never know.
I would be more worried for heroic in this
Siapa?
position than I would for rejects because I feel like they're just more prone to make these
Dia bilang mau pergi.
errors. I think for
Gila sombong banget.
it's this one. A better track record of converting these positions to consistent wins as of late. Let's get going on to wins comes one. So also refresher for Dark Vago. You got a cheese on X. By the way, you mentioned the Viper being killed on the so that was another greater Lotus from Rubik. And King Jump was
Kan belum deki, Wip.
he did it while rolling through the Viper in the queue, so he could
Kalau
reach
udah.
so he did his best to help out his buddy. But once again, unfortunately,
Gua belum.
timing of the Thailand finally getting the help he needs is too late.
Si Dautai BP-nya jauh banget nih.
And I said,
5,
you're losing this game, you're not picking Viper again.
Yep,
He is going to
Nggak
have
ada
a really
tugas.
hard time accepting this loss. I think it's like,
Kagak.
guys,
Itu tulisannya
this
doang.
scientific timing
Gak ada lagi,
just
Wip. BP-nya ini terakhir. Sampai selesai.
obliterated. You can't ask for more of me. And still, it wasn't enough.
Dark Vago has a refresher, so the shard can pass around. That can be on the win. Frank might think that. Double call seems to be a game ender. Many games from the past.
Datang lagi, datang lagi.
Yeah, these refresher shards seem to be just backpack items. Pop BKB, then you replace it. Shard.
I wonder if this is the first Honda tournament, purchase of the tournament. I think I haven't seen this item bought a single time in like 2 months. So, still very interesting that I somehow thought it lost its break, but there you go. Like when items just disappear from the game.
Oh, lama banget the best. Oh.
Technically, it doesn't say a break. It says disables tab.
Now we're really trying to help me out. I don't think there's a
Still really good at your
I
job.
don't think there's a good excuse for that. Sometimes you just fuck up, okay?
Udah auto 4 kali, Wip. Gua udah sejam nih auto.
I think I fucked up less than heroic in this.
And wins with the Wukong to create some space, try to get this last pair of bearings. Whisper, it's found.
Jam nih gua auto masih 17%.
From the snowball, they're going to be going the other way. Rolling thunder right on top. 51 disaster, man. Heroic
asap.
Something happened. Schofield still living on the outskirts of this. Nobody has wiped yet, though, from the reject side. But of course, Viper will take a tumble. And now this should be coming to an end. A triple kill for the Enchantress.
Mi, katanya lu bangun pagi miarin mi tai.
Schofield is spotted. There's the one last dunk from Frank. He's gonna fall for this effort, but he can buy back just
Kemarin lu bilang
this game.
si Jumat gue bangun pagian.
And the South American rejects, well, they take game one, not in the fashion that we were expecting necessarily. But I think regardless of how good the Viper actually looks here, I don't think we're gonna see this.
Padahal masih kasur di bangsat.
This is just going to be a test of mental fortitude. Honestly, this is just a soul crushing loss on the road, as far as I'm concerned. They understand they look very stunned here. That one sucks, but sometimes these games happen where you just mess up. If you're a great team, you can come back from this.
Rejects take game one.
They do at a very solemn and somber.
Gua lagi loh yang salah
But
nih.
ultimately, and we're definitely going to talk about it, you get off to a start like that, the game should be in the bag. And especially given, we thought we were going to be eating humble pie on the deck. We saw the Viper start 8 kills by 8 minutes in the mid lane, including a first blood on the Pango that it was laning against.
Orang kalau baru bangun tuh pasti bingung dulu.
For RRQs, trying to find their footing, like you said, we know the capabilities of these players. They haven't been able to put that on display, but in glimpses so far in stage one. We need to see consistency across the board for this squad. That is what they were operating with when they lifted a trophy. That's what they were operating with when they defeated the core of this full Sense team and denied them access to Champions Tower.
Yeah, exactly. And full set formerly.
Ada masih 12% bro.
That must hurt so bad, especially
Kawan gua satu facecam udah mati.
last year. But they are also having a magnificent stage one this year, especially with Leviathan joining this roster, he's slotting in just nicely.
Apaan 61 ribu? Belum, kan ntar ada lagi 2 kali PPCM lagi. Ribu, ada yang goceng malah PPCM gadget. Makanya ada sepi sekarang PPCM. Iya, karena orangnya sudah hilang.
Such a perfect see his leadership on the server, see how much the rest of the guys around him respect him, listen to his calls wholeheartedly. I think this was just the perfect change.
That must be so magical for a coach, because we've seen all the coaches end up raging because players aren't following the goddamn game plan. But now, coach
Paket
definitely
CM
has a
itu
coach who's like, look, I'm
250.000 mi, 12 biji.
everything that you need to do.
I think it's a matter of time for Alex.
Tapi yang ikut kan cuma Spasti mi, kita doang. Kita berlapan nih, kita kan berlapan. Terus gold lain SJ 2 kalau nggak salah waktu itu.
Any of the coaches step in.
Kan belum ada Arkes Lotus nih zaman itu.
Also has that potential. He's done it, like you mentioned, Steph, over in the offseason.
Itu yang kita dibantai HRR kan Mi? Ah. Temen lu katanya masuk rumah sakit kan? Taikun Putra Gak tau, si Ikun yang bilang. Hah? Lagi dirawat di rumah sakit katanya.
Yeah, absolutely. This could go either way. We have an 8
Tiba-tiba si Ikun ngechat gua kemarin. Gua bilang kakak tahu, gua nggak pernah ngechat.
With your performances, and that's what I'm looking for from Monday. Going in, you are down the low, doing sort of operate, you don't want to be in the chamber, keep it going, but you need to have Monday that have incredible impact for all.
Definitely. I think just being on the chamber, this is a good sign that they're continuing with this comp right now. But you're right, Monyan is
Pokoknya semenjak kemarin dia bohong tuh nggak gua chat lagi ya.
So I wonder what's going on with the team right now. And today is the day where he's
I want to see the Monday.
Kemarin dia bilang dia Purwakarta dah. Ternyata main Valo sih. Ya pokoknya dia bilang belum bisa pulang lah bla 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 bla. Terus gue tanya lu kan yang login ID Valo lu siapa? Main kompe tuh dan jam 4 pagi main kompenya. Ya gue tanya di dot lu yang pakai kagak. Gue liat jamnya juga nggak mungkin di dot main jam 4 pagi. Mi 3% Mi. Ambil sendiri RT-nya 500.000. Kasih tapi suruh ambil sendiri. Tadi di share di chat gue. Gue share ulang dah. Tuh, di share ulang tuh. Dan tadi juga Aldo ngetik passwordnya. Kabur Ipin. Gua Mi, sekalian Mi, gua Mi. Jinjo.
Just makes things so much better. But yes, goes down even. Every time an RRQ player peaks, they just get one-tapped. Bullsen's looking as sharp as ever, but they're impacted and through, making their way through the map. Pushing with Cherub in hand. Got 2 stars on its Vero to try to get onto this flag, but Bullsen's in the 5-on-2, not giving them much of anything. Despite the Sheriff in Cushy's hands, despite the recon that's been tossed out, doesn't feel like he really has much more left to say in this round, despite a lovely little flick here and there. It's still going to be full sense with this. RRQ won a lot of those pistols, but still started the halves quite poorly up against T1 as they were ecoed on the second round 3 times in a row. This time not going to happen.
Gak pernah facecam, akhirnya melet ding.
Previously, have to just take an eco towards that first gun round, but Bullsen's looking as sharp as ever.
Dokter Gia berarti dia Mi. Dokter Aziz.
Again, a tick in the book of Bullsen's. The problem is RRQ's not in great form. I think you actually do have to kind of wait to see the game against T1 at the end of the group to get kind of a true test for them, because the rest of the opponents they've had in this group haven't really
Dokter Aziz.
much of a fight yet. Third stage win. Bullsen's would be the first big tight.
Maksud itu kemarin pada Dota ada hadiahnya ya.
Other than the slight attempts to take a still different Bullsen's.
overrun the entire site. Yeah, they haven't played Pearl for a little while.
Enggak, lu tahu gak? Mintanya ke gua anjing hadiahnya. Mau transfer juta. Gua bilang hadiah apaan? Itu Dota barusan kata dia. Itu tengah malam dia ngechat mau transferin sejuta. Gua bilang buat apaan? Nih hadiah Dota. Gue juga kagak tahu apa-apa. Itu dia mau main lagi katanya Mi. Kalau diajakin mau lagi katanya. Tuh gas kalau diajak lagi tuh.
Very possible and much so on the cards. I mean, if I could kind of pose a question to you though, Billy, it feels so argue in their game last week against T1. Champion took a little while to get started. You know, it's been mentioned that they've made several mistakes. What do you think those are?
I mean, just the ecos put you in such a bad position. You lose 3 ecos in a row. Like, it's very hard to describe what that feels like as a player in a big pressure game like this, but it really just makes all the wind out of your sails. So, hoping for a bit of a better start. It's a nice util combo to wrestle control. They made near full sets, and as much as they do get that running back early on here for River, will have been well aware that they wanted to try to work that A-main control to be able to secure the orb. The question is how they kind of play out the mid-round from there. It's quite a flexible front with double lean in. They've got a lot of info gathering if they want to. Drone's still in the back pocket for Bushy. A-main was taking full sets in it. They went back towards the big side of the chamber. I'll be winning, you get back what you're getting. Find a reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing.
Should be able to run it away.
Just playing in the back of the side. In comes the running back, and Fulton's going to pick up the pace now.
Experiment tries to hold, but unfortunately will not stand up to the task. Champion goes down after a slight trade. And Crazy Guy is still close enough to a couple of stabs through the smokes.
The chamber is dead, which allows Leviathan to actually get on his lurk towards Street, so he can potentially pick up
Gua nggak pernah.
who are being slowed down for now.
Taking his little time. Pop flash set across though will allow Monjet safe entry to the back of Halls.
Kok gua nggak pernah CP sih?
Up against Kilowatt, but still the position's being held. That tough choke point to bring past the off angle. It could be enough. Despite the kills coming across now, there goes Leviathan. It's a split angle that Crazy Guy has to consider. Pushes up towards Pillar. Unfortunately, that's
Agak gua nggak ikut.
Crazy Guy was looking pretty good on the KO up against T1. And again, you can tell he's sharp. I mean, the motivation must be maximum for this man to make it to the OG mid-finals. And to be quite honest with you, for what you've seen at the start of this group stage for RRQ, I'm not confident they're going to make it there. I got to be honest, not looking too outstanding. They've already lost the bonus here of their map pick. Again, a bit of a lackluster start on Pearl. Killua just continues to look like the best initiator we've got in the league right now.
Minggu ini terakhir ini. Back kan minggu depan nggak ada. Gue baca di sheetnya Abai udah nggak ada. Ada tulisan udah terakhir. Berarti ada 2 hari lagi, Sabtu sama Minggu. Huh?
RRQ just been sitting in middle hoping for full sets to even do anything.
Oh no.
Apa?
Yeah, I mean they've fallen away. Exposed has been left on his own, found it in hand. Just not the timing he was looking for.
Then there were 3 back out from Arts, an opening shot from Champion.
Apa tulisannya? Yang di Alsut. Yang pas Ilham ini nikah.
Coverage to get full sets up to 4. Yeah, juggle away the outlaw as well, so they come away with every rifle.
Tanggal 28-nya kenapa?
Anti-eco, just
a hell of a start to Pearl here for Full Sense.
Ikut apaan?
They might well have to change their comp up.
Gua.
Time that RRQ has picked it.
Mana?
Quite got off to the start that they were looking for.
Keplik.
I guess it's fine, but I really wish that we were better. Real talk, sipping drinks without all the pressure. Now everybody needs to think about
Berarti ceplik.
people ask
Berangkat duluan juga dong.
that's really not a conversation I'm willing to enter. How come we all continue forcing out all of this pressure? I'm just sick of these opinions and all of these lectures.
The flash to set them up on the line as the Prowler gets dealt with. Nightfall invested here, and Full Sense will speed up through R. Oh,
Kagak tahu gua kan nggak kesana.
Trying to pull some attention away for the time being. At the same time, everyone's still kind of pulled up towards the back upstairs. He's well going to get them entry. These guys back off and just have to worry about the backup main, which
Sometimes I get really
Sense
angry,
already quite aware of.
and I don't know
Here comes
why.
Fruity for the check.
Sometimes I
In with
really
the
do hate me.
flashes.
Can't even pick my own side. What is even going on? Why the hell do I even write songs?
Siapa?
What the hell am I doing here, man? I guess
Kapten
I'm
apaan?
trying to spend a thing down. Yeah, but maybe
Ada kan?
this is bliss. Yeah, I'd rather lay in the abyss and be aware of what I
Oh, kalau
miss.
lanjut belum gua tambahin lagi.
Especially if I quit. Yeah, they say the hell is your last day. When you see what you could have became. That day would drive me insane. So I can't stay in my lane. Yeah, I picked a path and I picked the pain. Yeah, I want it bad, that won't ever change. Yeah, sometimes I'm mad, sometimes I'm okay. Yeah, I know I have what I want someday.
It also kind of felt like that nightfall from Killua really kept them on their toes. They weren't sure if there was going to be another push out to the back of main. That's where the spike goes down over the side. Champion now being surrounded. Still does well to at least take down 3, but it's way too overwhelming with the entire force of Full Sense to get just enough kills to get a 2 of the force though. I think you invest that in that next round every day of the week. Nothing is going right for RRQ. You need an edge anywhere you can get it at this point.
No matter what I do,
Iya.
Actual Astro Smoke on A main
Udah mau keluar malah.
wouldn't be surprised, honestly,
Kenapa?
if that was Full Senses. Wasn't keeping an eye on who invested that
Palo.
over there, but you can see the smokes, the plays for the fast lane, all invested to really cut this round up, and it means that the players in A main get isolated, and then they go and charge down Crazy Guy and Dugout. Really nice play in the mid round for Full Sense.
but it's your life to live, yeah. So what you got to give, huh? Yeah, you better get after it, don't you dare quit.
Course, though,
Don't you
as
dare
mentioned,
quit, you got
we'll slow
dreams.
things down for the
They
time
don't
being.
like me,
Time
so
for a
try
star
to
round
like
from
me, so
Jemkin.
fight like me.
Got a
Take
fair
a
bit
hold of it
invested
like a
in a
drug
couple of
like me, so
punchies.
you could put the nightmares
Pushy
to
on
sleep
a
like
Sheriff,
me.
a weapon that he often does quite well on. Munyan on the spot here. Can't afford to give up his life. Just drops the relay ball, and in comes the Hunter's Fury as well. Comboed out by Pushy. This is great play with the ultimates here for RRQ.
Great way to really put themselves on the front foot. Meanwhile, for Full Sense though, still got to worry about Leviathan.
Gila, Selawe beli booster. Ngeri.
Taking his liberties as well. Making moves through R, joined up by Killua here. Drone goes through the middle of the map here.
When you're feeling down on your luck, you're tired and stuck, enough is enough. You gotta pick yourself up, cause life gets hard. It might leave scars, can tear you apart if you let it be smart. Yeah, you wanna be just like the stars. Take me to Mars, high up in far, cause that's a start. All I know is that I love making art, straight to my heart. Keep up my guard, and always work hard. Yeah, it's hard to have faith when you at a taste of this awful place. And if that's the case, you're sitting there sick and tired of the rat race, the fast pace, thinking it's a bad place. You just wanna blast off into outer space.
Kebanyakan multi pangol Munir.
Do well with the wall bang. Another player spotted with the Prowler. Jemkin comes back across. And suddenly, RRQ put themselves in position.
Sakit hati sama lu, Mi.
First round on the board unless Cruz try either way. Munyan out with the buggy. Exparrow into relay forward. There we go, 1 to 5.
Getting a little bit worried that Full Set's going to be able to put 2 or 3 on 5 together. Doing similar stuff from T1 up against RRQ in just their last series, where it's not like even if you were severely up in numbers as RRQ, they were having a tough time trying to put some of those rounds together.
Waduh.
Able to scrape their way through that one. Starts off with a pick on the chamber. 2 of the 4 earned by the exit. Jemkin found in the last round. Great combo on the relay ball and the Hunter Fury to burst the attack.
Gemuk batangnya anjing.
Everything faster. Now you got Crazy Guy.
Perhaps this one should be
dreams and these hopeless tears, how it's supposed to be.
On that info line, big rotation over towards the P side of the map from RR.
Munirasu.
Full sense prepping themselves for a take on street here.
Wouldn't mind this. It's good recognition from RRQ.
Do after this for full sense.
Kebanyakan ulti pango Munir.
Flash up over the top, and RRQ will take B long here.
Build up until I can't
Just trying to play it from a different angle, different position that full sense would have to work around, but also kind of taking things a little bit slow. It's Primmy all the way up with the slow walk on the run it back. Pulls Crazy Guy away from heaven, allows for Cruz to find some quick entry towards the back of Halls. Sparrow still in position, however, and then the trades come in. Monyet, this is what RQ was setting up for. Now, full sense, pulled apart, disrupted by the positioning. Suddenly, more kills coming across because Primmy's still online. Overdrive won't slow things down, putting things down onto just Leviathan, where Monyet will finish it off.
Be much needed. I mean, he's played nothing but Neon, but he's taken a performance dip since some of his previous highlight seasons. Hasn't been the
Minta apa?
RQ have been needed. But this stage of Pacific,
Ah.
guys find a way to pick that last round up. See this kill in backwalls makes me
Gerak. Jadi temennya bisa di positioning.
Enak banget itu.
Enak banget.
Sementara yang kena foto,
Gaya dulu. Cekrek.
ngeliatin orang-orang jalan dia nggak bisa kan. Nah, ya itu yang lagi kena foto gimana perasaannya dia ilah ini amat. Kayak nasibnya itu tentukan beberapa detik lagi.
Oh, nanti
Lihat tuh si babi itu malah rebahan.
Kena foto. Itu kan efek kill. Kena klemer berarti
Kena klemer. Kena kamera ya.
Kena kameranya teman-teman ya.
Oke, tapi
kamera.
Povius dan Suyo juga masuk ke dalam tier tinggi ya untuk jungle sekarang.
Nah, apalagi kalau kita ambil kilas balik ya, mungkin waktu minggu-minggu awal di MPL Filipina, aku merasa ada sesuatu yang baru yang dibawakan oleh jungler dari Filipina, MP The King. Dia bawain Suyo Emblem Marksman. Dan potensial banget untuk muncul, apalagi dengan adanya satu penetration tambahan nih, yang mainnya persenan. Ini late gamenya akan semakin lebih menjanjikan lagi nantinya.
Wah, dia bisa langsung kayak Hunter BOD gitu ya berarti ya?
Iya.
Habis itu bisa Sky atau sayap juga bisa langsung masuk opsi.
Dan baru itemnya langsung Malefic, ditambah lagi dengan mungkin nanti dari
Ngejarin paling senjata PvP.
Untuk ganti item.
Iya, opsinya banyak banget. Dan ini untuk update patch ya.
Ini paling dia BP nih.
Kami juga.
Claim dan
Efek
login.
ultimate Marcel, Golden Hour. Tidak akan memberikan efek
dapat
beku
level kan,
pada
kalinya
rekan satu tim
12.000.
kalau kena shield ya.
Kalau kena shieldnya. Kalau kena efek dari Clemmer.
Jauh
sih.
Ya modal
Dari yang
deki ya.
sebelumnya itu cuma bisa batalin setup atau gangguin setup, sekarang tuh bisa buat bener-bener nge-save jadinya, nge-save temen.
Deki Mi.
Ini kalau kata sosial media tuh ulti screenshotnya ini makin bagus lah, makin OP. Makin mantap ya. Makin mantap. Makin screenshot. Tapi target
Mi Deki Mi.
Oh iya, terlihat. Makin insert juga di foto juga.
Apa?
Screenshot juga, cekrek. Nah, boleh.
Ghost in the Shell.
Nazara.
Oke, great
ya. Welcome. Kita harus menyambut dengan hangat.
Wah, harus dong.
Tapi ingat, kalau udah masuk game, gak ada yang hangat bisa dari panggung ya.
Benar.
Rasanya udah beda pasti.
Ada yang sukses banget, gue bisa bilang salah satu contoh rookie main di EPL, langsung perform, Dolin, dia lumayan tegang di game pertamanya banget doang. Tapi abis itu udah membangun aja.
Rachel juga.
Rachel salah satunya, tapi
Leoni boleh-boleh.
Iya. Walaupun Leoni pernah merasakan di
Malaysia,
tapi
tapi kan yang di sini kan beda.
Ini baru dia.
Iya.
Oke, kita lihat ya. Apakah Nazara juga salah satu? Karena kalau dari hero kita ada Cici. Masuk di base juga. Yang sebenarnya nggak jadi priority banget karena
Iya, Sora ini adjustmentnya biar dia yang nggak superior banget kalau misalkan lagi laning atau bahkan 1v1 ya. Karena efek thundernya cooldownnya ditambahkan semakin lebih banyak. Tapi dengan item-item cooldown reduction kayak Oracle, Wind Swings, kayaknya tetap bakal cover ya. Dan muncul Uranus sebagai jawaban dari Povius berarti. Karena Harley-nya di jungle, Valentine di mid. Last pick untuk Kensiski.
wah ini badannya dua keras banget ini. Hylos dan Uranus kan.
Ini dia kayaknya mau damage yang benar-benar physical banget kan di late game.
Wajib. Kalau dia magical lagi, Radiant beres masalah nih.
Makanya kayak kalaupun bukan Radiant kayak harus Harley banget loh, jangan lupa.
Makanya. Ini teman main mainnya Marcel belum kelihatan. Sekarang mana? Harit.
Salah satu hero yang benar-benar dapetin spotlight banget dari patch terbaru juga. Dimana untuk adulasi dia ke Scavenger Crab itu akan sangat mudah sekali. Dan synchrovisionnya juga. Halir, Navi,
Mid lane.
Halir mid lane. Dijawab dengan Cloud.
Oke.
Kick yang mau combo Golden Hour Blazing Duet.
Agak susah maaf. Tapi ada Valentina. Jadi bisa dicetak ulang ya.
Wow.
Wah ini munculnya Valir. Ini jadi jawaban juga sebenarnya buat Uranus dan juga Hylos.
Iya. Hero-hero di depan. Yang tentunya agak sedikit tanda kutip ya, jalan kaki. Ini pasti bakal susah lawan Valir.
Berat banget pasti.
Apalagi Valir sekarang kan rata-rata pasti bakal bikin SP1. Dia bakal memberikan efek tambahan.
Ini plus minus dari masing-masing draft ya, Prof.
Iya.
Tim ada combo yang tercuri, tapi ada langkah yang memang dipaksa untuk berhenti. Oke, akan seperti apa lagi pertandingan pertama kita di minggu yang kelima. Regular season terus berjalan, pertandingan demi pertandingan akan terus kita saksikan pada hari ini. Poin lagi bisa didapatkan oleh masing-masing tim, jadi langsung saja FPL Arena pada suaranya. Relay Bolt comes in, unsettles Leviathan, but with a two-man advantage, RQ just waiting for the next mistake.
Tough times, I've been going through some tough times, and I'm overdue a good sign, maybe something new, some good times, give me any clue, cause I don't wanna be left over, I just wanna know how it feels to have closure.
Ayo tebak-tebakan yang
Tough
belum get you.
times, I've been going through
Fakta.
tough
Cloud
times.
sudah mana ya? Harus lebih
I feel
manage.
like something's missing, my life's a little dull, think I have a condition, everything I do, I just feel like I'm existing, I'm in a bad mood and there ain't no point resisting, my mind is on a mission to make me feel different, I don't wanna listen but it's hard when it's persistent, darkness is gripping, quicksand sifting, I've been sinking into this pit for a minute.
Adaptive attack, defense, paket lengkap ya. Attack defense, attack
Tai demi.
Harit. Walaupun dia dapat sedikit buff ya.
Makil kan?
Bakar, tapi sekarang Nazara mencoba.
Antarkan damage-nya. Berikan sedikit counter tapi masih gagal.
Ini udah jadi template ya pelan-pelan ya. Bahkan jungler belum level.
Wah.
Seperti kita bahas tadi ya soal adulasi. Iya benar juga. Kalau kita ngomongin soal Kenzie dia cover. Katanya consumption mana dia? Jadi makin iya ternyata.
Iya. Dari mananya? Itu bisa buff juga. Ya sementara kalau ngomongin kalkulasi yang penting jangan sampai over aja.
Karena kalau ngomongin cooldown ya, oh bukan main anti cooldown ya. Dia main item attack speed. Sekarang smart mungkin ya. Atau serap. Sama Navi bahkan.
Ya dan sekarang hey, Garcia bisa kan dia bertahan sedikit lagi tersisa. Dan Kars pun langsung menghilang dengan cukup.
Awal disuruh ke sono sama dia.
Berbeda dah. Turtle di mana mereka berantem dan Turtle-nya berhasil diamankan oleh Andorio.
Soul Saver, Retribution. Dua instant damage yang bisa
Itu midnya heroic.
tinggi banget.
Mid heroic.
Beradu Retribution. Walaupun gagal.
Aman sih sebenarnya. Lagi-lagi ya. Ini targetnya juga beda dari Kick-Off, juga lebih priority lagi cari point kill. Dan mungkin ada shutdown Kars juga di sana.
Dia kan lagi main, Mi.
Dengan kehadiran dari Kars, levelnya pasti bakal lebih
Iya, lagi main.
menguasai hal tersebut.
Ya, berjalan dengan baik tadi ya. Soalnya diusahakan oleh Navi. Sementara gue penasaran di revisinya nih. Masih belum kelihatan Golden Hour karena dia bertempat juga.
Yep.
Mungkin Golden Hour curian bisa mulai duluan, tapi dia ngambil skillnya mungkin.
Vengeance Flame.
Nah ini Nazara juga mainnya kelihatan kayak cukup anteng ya Prof ya.
Dia bisa melakukan pergerakan cukup baik. Dia udah berani ngambil juga monster jungle di area lawan.
Oke, tapi sambil kita pantau dulu juga nih Afro yang udah dapetin Golden Hour nih, karena setupnya juga belum kelihatan. Afro juga terlihat tenang ya
Growing
dengan
up, parents got me a guitar. Said you could do anything, kid. You
Belum
could
merah
go
gue masih
far.
belum invite
Be the
biasanya.
president, fireman, race
Tapi ya
cars.
invite
The
jangan lihat
sky's the
Baloy.
limit, kids. So shoot
Dia
for the
sadar nih
stars.
walaupun memang
So I
Paul
strung
ini
that
menjebal.
guitar every
Tapi
day.
tetap
Found a
Hylos
passion for
keren.
music,
Oke,
never went away.
3 melawan 3 ada talent prediction. Sementara sekarang akan pecah pertempuran karena sekarang Afra menjadi
But soon enough,
salah satu
everything
player yang
starts to
sangat-sangat
change.
ditargetkan di tempat yang berbeda. Si B
The same. They
dipaksa
try to take
sedikit
the future
mundur.
and make it real safe. You could be a
farming aja
doctor
ya.
accountant or something
Ngeliat
sane.
Cloud dan Hari
Yo,
mungkin
whatever happened
efek
to the
dari
sky
satu
was the
item
limit.
pertama
I
Hari
fell in love with music, never thought it was a
banget kalau untuk nanti lanjutin setup karena udah ada dari Magic.
Kira harus mundur sedikit namun sekarang coba pergerakan dari Marcel langsung saja ngebadarin mencoba untuk bisa memukul mundur ke arah beberapa player tapi Marcel berhasil membuat sebuah barricade agar rekan-rekannya memiliki waktu yang sangat cukup.
Bahkan retribusinya dipakai dan Balon selamat di bawah. Itu juga dapetnya ya.
Lucu pisan.
Ada 3 action tadi yang aku lihat ya. Yang pertama di bagian EXP sama Balon. Balon terukir dari satu setup area terpos antara Dapper sama Azara dan Marcel tadi dengan Uranusnya. Dia nge-zoning jauh banget.
Oke. Jeremy juga udah berkumpul dari Nazi. Siap udah tahu.
Dan Afronya masih berhasil untuk bisa menyelamatkan diri hanya sedikit tadi. Damage yang benar-benar masuk namun kalau kita lihat itu ya ada satu DHS yang sudah diamankan oleh Cloud lalu mencoba untuk bisa membuka sedikit ruang. Ini artinya muncul terus sekarang nih asik juga ini kita nih.
Kelihatan ya. Andorio lumayan kenceng nih.
Andorio kan tinggi sendiri Andorio.
Jungle itu ditabrak Pak. Berarti ya.
Oke dan si Besar sendirian saja masih berhasil untuk bisa mengamankan diri dan Baloy menjadi korban di tempat yang berbeda.
Oh ya, ngomongin heart rate, si V di geng
Iya, dari 90 langsung naik ke 113 ya. Itu dia teman-teman ya. Perbedaan dari yang kita lihat tadi di awal mungkin gold lane santai, nggak sampai dengan 100 gitu kan. Ada geng sedikit mungkin agak kaget gitu kan. Jadi dia ada reaction juga. Ini yang mungkin cukup menarik.
And let's be honest, life's a competition. So if I'm going to play, then I'm gonna play to win it. I refuse to sit and rock at a desk all day unless I have a passion I'm working towards. Okay, I'd rather be dead on the outside than inside. I bullet to the head, then 25 to life in a cubicle alone, just trying to get by. Building someone else's dream instead of building mine. If you listen to inspire, if you have a dream or if you have desires, early in your life, just making you feel the fire. Go fight for her man, go die for her man, 'cause you only have one life, one chance to do it. One chance to prove it to yourself, so don't lose it. You gotta stand, just keep pushing on.
Dan itu dia ada satu ground pathway tadi udah bisa dikeluarkan juga. Dan sekarang ada pertempuran di bagian belakang. Lazaro mencoba untuk bisa mengatakan damage namun sekarang Kentisky masih membuka stagna bisa dari Arab Tiberi dia miliki sementara sekarang Kentisky. Berjuang antara dirinya dan juga Afro tapi tetap belum jadi milik siapapun. Terlihat apa player namun sekarang Afronya hampir saja tapi total menjadi milik dari Antonio. Bahkan bagian belakang Kentisky masih dengan bertunggu tapi ditungguin. Jalur kepulangan dari Kentisky ditutup.
Mas dan tahu yang tertinggal langsung ditungguin. Kami lihat dari arah mid ya, kok nggak mau ditahan. Marcel juga dia benar-benar bisa pegang tempo depannya. Damage sekarang dari Navi juga masih harusnya masih belum bisa ya buat pegang sama Marcel.
Ini jujur emang masih terlalu cepat juga untuk melakukan fight dan dipaksa lagi.
Oke, Karsya pun masih berhasil selamat banget. Terus sekarang ada serangan balasan kayak yang akan dibangun.
Lagi itemnya Marcel juga bener-bener item yang sangat tinggi sekali.
Dari tadi belum ada damage yang benar-benar maksimal bisa diantarkan oleh Nazara ya, karena semuanya bisa mungkin kalau memang mau masuk harus gua balik dia bisa combo kan dari
cari yang emang bener-bener masih terkenal
kelihatan lagi guys, sebelum pertempuran coba kalian lihat ini mendengarkan apa yang kalian inginkan ya. Bang, heart rate-nya munculin aja terus bang. Udah dimunculin, udah dikuatin tuh.
Gambar hati ya, itu bukan I love you, itu heart rate ya.
Heart rate-nya tuh. Satu, 16, 146. Andorio makin naik nih, kagak ada turun-turun loh tadi.
makanya. Kalau ada yang logo patah hatinya berarti itu efek dominance seperti ya.
Bener ya, itu benar.
In game nanti adanya.
Oke. Sementara ngelihat dari setup Golden Hour dari tadi masih nunggu loh kita.
Oke, dan sekarang Lazaro akan masuk ke bawah tapi balik lagi dengan special escape yang dimiliki sementara. Sekarang Lazaro kembali dari Magic dikeluarkan tapi poker tricknya tidak bisa masuk secara optimal. Bahkan tadi ada Golden Hour yang sudah tercipta pula. Dan mereka berhasil mendapatkan satu objektif yang sangat-sangat luar biasa. Sementara sekarang Polisi malah menjadi korban pula di dalam pertempuran tersebut. Marcel masih berhasil selamat.
Ya memang keras banget dari Marcel.
Wah, berantem lagi dong, oke. Tidak untuk waktu yang lama. Marcel down.
Ini mempertahankan mid oleh Nazara.
Oke, ini dia Nazara tapi berhasil tadi didapatkan oleh Kars. Bahkan sekarang berfireball-nya hampir membuat Nazara. Balikin langsung gila tapi sekarang Casey. Blazing Blade yang cukup baik tadi mendapatkan karena satu player.
Ini pertukaran yang gak adil. Ini ada Lord loh yang didapatkan oleh Navi. Jadi tugas dari Big masih banyak.
Ya, ditambah lagi tadi Ukir juga ada flicker ya yang terbuang. Jadi mau gak mau untuk chasing, tapi kejar lagi ternyata mau dapat objektif yang lebih banyak dari Navi.
Wah, bro,
sakit banget. Wah, langsung bilang tadi.
Oke.
Itu dia. Ya seperti kita bilang ya, kalau hati-hati. Kalau lagi pakai Marcel, Afro gitu, kalau ketemu sama hero range, pasti bakal di PR.
Sekarang maksa poking kan buat dapetin stack Thunderwell untuk nge-distract juga. Tapi lihat dari Lordnya. Jadi berhasil harusnya dapetin semua target-target yang ada di luar.
Ya karena defense ya, dari Ukir nggak ada, Afro juga nggak ada. Kalau nggak bisa ngelakuin push, ya mentok-mentok jatuhnya dapetin 5 turret aja udah cukup. Tapi kalau base turretnya kayaknya belum bisa bagi Navi. Tapi mereka unggul 4.000 gold lead. Keuntungan yang bagus banget di detik 10 untuk Navi. Tanpa Chive, Kristal. Ini adalah pertanda team fight yang bagus untuk Navi. Damage udah cukup. Dan kalau kita ngomongin eksekusi apalagi yang sekarang, small team itu udah cukup. Tapi dengan cooldownnya udah berarti 1,5 detik. Walaupun akan semakin dikurangin, tapi setidaknya kita dengan sama force. Slownya itu 40%. Sangat cocok sekali di item. Mana ini juga sebenarnya consumption, damage pasti.
Karena scaling kan damage-nya. Dan sekarang itu udah pakai full spike-nya. Kadang tuh orang gak expect ya, mesti banget hari ini.
Dari dulu ya, dari sebelum namanya Starlium, Calamity Reaper dulu namanya kan. Ya, itu mau gimana pun yang pakai basic kita cocok banget. Sekarang in mid jungle, Navi gak berhenti-berhenti. Terus memberikan precision kepada
I set the
Big
pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank or a budget. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble. Now wake up. It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out. Maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind 'cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
yang face to face nya nggak bisa. Harus bener-bener bareng kalau emang mau masuk bareng sama Baloy.
Oke, tapi sekarang Lord sudah muncul. Harusnya dari Big Mem juga masih bisa kontes nih. Perbedaan gamenya bukan yang sampai nggak bisa dikontes banget di Malam itu. Apa yang disuka oleh Marcel?
Oke, akan seperti apa lagi pertempuran dengan untuk sekarang. Afronya masih melihat dari kejauhan siapa lagi yang akan nantinya menjadi pelanggan-pelanggan telah difoto oleh Lord. 3 menit tersisa, Golden Hour sudah untuk dipop-up. Ada 2 player tadi sepertinya terjebak di dalam satu lingkaran. Begitu mematikan tapi perspire bola coba lihat. Semuanya terhenti sesaat terkena efek slow juga setelahnya.
Itu dia, Bang. Ukir ya.
Lo, si B. Selamat.
Masuk. Bahaya juga itu tadi guntingannya. Tapi ya tetap masih selamat, gak ada korban sama sekali. Lord juga didapatin oleh Navi. Ini goldnya naik terus udah 5.000 sekarang.
Udah pasti gak bakal berhenti ya dengan keuntungan barisan juga. Karena gak trade sama sekali buat Big Mem. Sekali mereka mencoba untuk memenangkan dan Glorious Path Away. Ternyata ada Ukir dengan Fireball juga. Dan Vengeance Flame yang dia spam terus-terusan juga dari tadi. Ini yang membuat gerakan dari Big Mem tertahan di depan.
Karena mampukah mereka untuk defense dari Lordnya. Mereka gak punya high ground yang signifikan loh.
Yap. Marcel berjuang sekuat mungkin tadi sepertinya untuk bisa menampung beberapa source damage yang bisa dihasilkan oleh pemain-pemain dari Navi. Bahkan untuk sekarang dengan Lord yang sudah dibawa. Mereka bersiap untuk bisa mendapat kemenangan di game yang pertama. Navi akankah mau menerusin apa tidak? Mundur ternyata, hey, Nazara mengamankan weapon dengan dari bagian atas. Mundur kembali dan itu dia. Magic tapi vocal tricksnya kembali tidak optimal.
Lagi ya, pertama targetnya yang bukan target terbaik. Sekarang masih harus pilih-pilih dulu.
Glorious Pathway sudah dikeluarkan pula, sementara sekarang Afro masih bisa bantu bisa membuka sebuah ruang. Bahkan sekarang Zibe, zaman force sakit banget. Damage yang bisa dihasilkan.
Ini coba target Taret tadi ya. Dia coba untuk langsung eksekusi Besar tapi masih nggak bisa juga. Masih bisa clear dan berarti Big Mem masih bisa bertahan.
Masih bisa defense, kehilangan satu base turret di area mid lane. Perbedaan gold gak terlalu emang signifikan, tapi dengan keuntungan yang sama kayak gitu terus Navi akan tetap leading. Karena mereka yang mendekati standar 45 saja. Lagi Andorium, Horrific Roar. Sudah lengkap juga. Lagi dengan War Axe terbaru. Kita ada hybrid dari lifesteal-nya ya.
Enak ya,
Enak banget sekarang.
karena basic attack-nya juga jadi ada lifesteal-nya.
Tambahan.
Ini juga Nazar susah banget ya. 4 klik.
Dan mereka juga nggak tahu untuk bisa menggunakannya. Namun sekarang coba lihat Baloski. Sendirian saja Baloski bisa ke pertahanan, tidak bisa.
Udah pakai Glory Gateway juga. Ketinggalan tadi ya, dan akhirnya nggak bisa dijemput. Sementara usaha untuk split bagian atas masih dilakukan juga oleh Nazar. Dia belum sama sekali.
Berikan dari Valir. Masif dari Valir. Tapi mungkin 40 relate ya. Kalau untuk pasifnya Valir ya. Kalau misalkan udah nggak bersama nama pasifnya dari Valir. Pesta yang berkesan itu yang membuat Baloski juga bisa
Tapi kalau melihat dari goal difference, ternyata lumayan jauh ya memang. Lumayan berasa.
Jawaban tadi dari kita melihat bagaimana play atau big play dari big fan yang biasanya muncul dalam keadaan perbedaan goal yang behind seperti ini. Waktu udah mulai up dan sekarang take over. Siap, sekarang Kaboy. Siap, sepertinya akan berubah menjadi Suyo juga kan. Karena sekarang Marcel masih mencari ruang lagi. Close pathway langsung dikeluarkan. Kakak mereka sekarang sudah bisa mengamankan dan Zara. Gagal dan berhasil diamankan Marcel oleh Antonio. Mereka mencoba untuk bisa menumbangkan karena beberapa player Aboy yang berusaha untuk bisa mengamankan diri. Tempat yang jauh lebih aman. Marcel yang selamat sementara Nazara sekarang mencoba untuk bisa pulang lewat atas. Masih ada Antonio yang mengejar. Balik pada dengan spell yang dimiliki dan Nazara. Gila, benar-benar dikejar habis-habisan dan sekarang Marcel akan menjadi korban selanjutnya. Marcel masih selamat. Tersisa 3 dari Geekfest. Sementara untuk Navi sendiri Ward diamankan. Lagi-lagi goldnya naik. Afro tadi udah usaha nangkep Nazara. Walaupun gagal tetap Wardnya diambil sama Navi. Iya, keuntungan adalah punya Marcel power sangat mengganggu sekali. Bahkan Nazara, walaupun dia masih balik lagi ke Space Escape, artinya juga gak bakal dengan bebas bisa
Sakit, dia memang sakit banget dan itu dia zaman Force langsung dikeluarkan sementara sekarang. Andorio berhasil melakukan satu poin kebanggaan di depan berbeda. Walaupun itu sekarang mereka mencoba untuk bisa mempertahankan dan Navi tidak akan bisa lagi. Navi dipaksa untuk bisa masuk ke dalam area pekarangan rumah sendiri dan Navi di game yang pertama menjadi milik mereka.
Itu dia 1-0. Navi mereka bisa unggul, terlihat lebih fresh di game yang pertama. Dan untuk defense masuknya Nazara. Kita masih belum lihat targetingnya maksimal, tapi setidaknya mereka coba sesuatu yang baru, melepaskan Marcel. Apakah ini bisa jadi sebuah masalah yang harus
match terbaru. Sekali lagi, ada beberapa adjustment memang yang terjadi. Ada beberapa hal yang berubah. Masuk juga dengan sorotan kita yang Marcel dari Andorio. Karena dari week awal kita sempat mention ini Andorio potential sekali hero-hero yang screeningnya luar biasa. Dan salah satunya Marcel yang muncul. Dan jangan lupakan juga figur dari Ukir. Mengingat bagaimana efek yang sangat-sangat mengganggu dari dia. Efek slow, efek stun, Vengeance Flame yang membuat dia memiliki sisi immune. Dan makin sulit lagi untuk menangkap dia di lini belakang karena dia bawa flicker. Sehingga Nazara nggak punya target yang bagus untuk dia pick off dengan menggunakan Deadly Magic.
Mungkin di awal Marcel masih bisa ditarik-tarik di depan. Lalu udah masuk di 2 itemnya Andorio, udah masuk di 2 itemnya Ukir. Udah masuk ke dalam.
Ya. Marcel yang masuk adalah Uranus teman-teman ya. Karena emang sih ada 2 Marcel ya.
Iya. Masih Uranus gitu ya.
Iya, Uranusnya juga gampang banget untuk bisa di stop. Karena efek walaupun dengan adanya Ultima Shield itu ternyata nggak terlalu menutup untuk Ukir. Si V-nya juga jadi semakin bebas. Tadi kita udah sempat bahas juga ya, kayak 3 itemnya jadi dengan sangat cepat untuk si V. Jadi dia udah bisa dengan santainya juga melakukan eksekusi. Mungkin dia 1 atau 2 dari Chrono Dash aja tuh udah bisa bikin bonus untuk permainnya. Bodoh banget. Soalnya problemnya kan
ya berarti Uranus atau
Uranus Hylos
lah ya.
dan dua-duanya ingat gak cuma kena tapi ada Marin juga di situ.
Itu yang bikin skill ini deh. Marin itu bagian bersih-bersih kan?
Iya.
Masalahnya gimana caranya tadi di jurus media aja. Itu tangan kayak dipotong gitu. Sama tadi gue perhatikan juga Zara kayak kena crack terus.
Iya. Menarik ya, karena situational, mungkin bawain minimal 2 nih buat badannya. Tapi sekarang bener-bener pure di focus.
Iya, karena mungkin tengahnya licin-licin nih sebenernya.
Iya.
Tengahnya bisa bantu jadinya kan buat
Bisa bantu dan jatuhnya gak gampang buat di pick off juga. Karena beberapa kali yang kita lihat Valir jadi roamer atau bahkan gak munculnya akhirnya jadi mid lane nih. Dia bener-bener dalam keadaan yang safe, gak ditarget sama Harley, gak yang ada gangguan banget dari Harley juga. Beberapa kali bahkan dari magic kita sempat lihat Afro gak jatuhnya. Targetnya ada 2 nih dan dua-duanya juga bisa